Hey, Dave, I read your comments about Mookie. Is it looking more, has anything changed in the last 24 hours?
Nothing has changed. Obviously he's disappointed, frustrated. We're gonna have some more experts sort of chime in and try to, figure this thing out. So right now, he's going to be an IL. We'll kind of keep digging in on this, and with some rest, hopefully it responds well. So that's kind of where we're at.
Is he uh is he going anywhere for those experts to do another MRI or anything like that?
He's going to fly back to Los Angeles this evening with his family and get with some docs there, I think, tomorrow.
Okay. As far as Max Scherzer with his shortened start last night, is it a possibility that he could be used tomorrow before his next start,
No, no, he's going to pitch on Sunday in New York.
and nothing in between now and then?
No, no.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Yep, you got it.
Next question is from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Hey Dave, do you have is Mookie going to be going on the IL today, or is there a plan for that? I know you just
It'll be today, and then the corresponding move forward today is going to be Edwin Uceta.
Okay, thank you. And that obviously kind of leads into, we saw the 6 relievers yesterday. Obviously, adding Edwin is going to be very beneficial. But what's the status of the bullpen?
We're in good spot. I think Knievel will be down, and there might be one other one, Brule, and that's about it.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead, Mike.
Dave, just wondering, is there any indication or reason to think this thing with Mookie is any more severe than you thought yesterday? About the same?
No, I think it's the same. I think it's the same. And so obviously the action to make the move to the IL would seem otherwise. But as far as symptomatically, it is what it is. Difficult for him to navigate, to move around. So we're just hoping that making this move, because we still have to have a functional roster. So to do that, to get him some rest, that's kind of the next, sort of a no-brainer step for us.
How's JT today?
JT's doing better. I'm going to go check with him here shortly and the training staff. So, like I said, he'll be down this series. Once we get to New York, we'll just see where he's at. But kind of the day-to-day is sort of where he's at.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Dave, is this just kind of open-ended as far as when you might have Mookie back?
It is, because I just don't think it's fair to Mookie, I don't think anyone knows if it's on the 11th day, he'll be ready to go. So I do think that, and Mookie and I have talked, at length about this. It's right now, it's kind of it is what it is situation. So to hopefully get some of the pain, discomfort to dissipate, and that's what we're hoping, these next, as we retro these next 8 days, and see where we're at.
You are hopeful that it's just a 10-day thing and get him back
We are,
out there?
we are, absolutely. And we're absolutely hopeful of that he'll be back with us. I just don't want to kind of put anybody in the corners on when his time to return is.
I asked you this yesterday. I'll ask it again. Subtracting 1, you're 4 games down with 49 games to go now. How much of a handicap is this to try and run down the Giants without Mookie Betts?
It makes it a little bit more difficult, certainly, when you take a player like that. But we have a lot of talented players, and I think that do guys in both clubhouses, all clubhouses, scoreboard watch this time of year? Absolutely. But I think at the end of the day, we just got to focus on ourselves and play good ball, win baseball games, and it'll take care of itself.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, just sort of following up on that. I mean, we've seen some better swings from Cody and from Corey yesterday. I mean, do you guys just sort of need one of those guys to get on those hot runs to sort of carry you until Mookie's back?
I wouldn't say that. I think that it's always welcome. But Corey was banged up, getting back, getting on track, very in tune with his body, his mechanics, and certainly, last night was very good. But this guy, Corey, still has an 800 OPS, so he's still doing some things, and now healthy, playing really great at short. As far as Cody, just wanted to be himself and not do too much, take good at bats. We got a lot of good players. And if he can do that, and like you said, the last few games, he's taken some really good swings. If he continues to do that, take his walks when given to him, our offense will be more.
And then obviously we're about like a month and a half of AJ hitting like this. I mean, what have you seen out of him, and what sort of has stood out to you about his season so far?
I think for me, and I think for me, it's very clear is he's controlling the zone as well as we've seen him consistently. And the result is a byproduct of that.
Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Last one's from Mark Heinsohn. Go ahead.
Dave, you mentioned yesterday White is a guy who would probably carry the bulk of the innings tomorrow. Is that still the plan?
Yeah. Mitchell's been taxied. He'll be active tomorrow. So we haven't decided. We'll kind of get through tonight, and Mitchell knows he's pitching tomorrow, and we'll figure out how we kind of attack the Phillies.
And that sets up Urias and Bueller for the first two games in New York.
Yes, sir.